Welcome back. It's a Monday morning. Your feel-good breakfast show, live, large, and in charge. Thanks so much for joining us. And you, of course, when you hear that music, it means we're about to talk tech. And of course, since 2016, allegations have surfaced that cyber criminal groups have attempted to influence US politics. And now our leading tech companies have signaled that such activity might be on the rise again. And here to help us unpack this is our resident technology journalist, Bryan Smith. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
All right, so let's talk about what's happening. Let's take it back to the very beginning of it all. What allegations have surfaced about cyber criminals' involvement in the 2016 elections in the US?
Sure. So 2016 was a really interesting year for both politics and technology.
Yeah.
And during the course of that election, both seemed to coalesce into one. Specifically, what has emerged in reports to the US Senatorial Committee is that a group of Russia-based hackers called Strontium attempted to influence the US elections through a variety of online means.
Yeah. And exactly what, according to this reports, has this done, or what has been done exactly?
That's a really interesting question because this kind of gains new precedent as a form of what we can call online attack.
Yeah.
And specifically, it didn't really involve hacking. So one might consider trying to destabilize an election through tampering with results or balloting or voter registrations. Rather, this is what we can call a campaign of influence, where hackers attempted to create fake news, create spam bots to issue support for party political candidates, or even in the worst cases, attempted to gain access to sensitive email correspondence between parties.
Yeah, so now the 2018 midterm elections are coming up. What are the rumors or allegations that are surfacing there?
So a number of leading technology companies based in the United States have signaled that the same activity that occurred in 2016 now seems to be reoccurring. Specifically, it's been noted that online cyber criminal groups have been attempting to gain access to voter registration systems ahead of the midterm election, which may signal another reoccurrence of online hacking, or what we could broadly call another influence campaign.
Yeah, so looking at this, do you think that this kind of interference really is possible? Are these allegations true? What's your take on it?
I think my unfortunate answer to both questions is yes, and I think this is something that we're definitely going to have to pay close attention to in the near future. Unfortunately, elections around the world typically use more outdated systems. They're not always up to date, and of course, updating an entire country to use one system is an enormously and difficult endeavor.
Yeah.
So going forward, I think this is the job of journalists, the likes of non-partisan observers, to really pay close attention to.
Yeah, and maybe for the voters to maybe start listening more to the rhetoric spoken by each of the candidates and stop relying on those Facebook pop-ups and reading whatever it is that's there and then make up your opinion on that.
Definitely. Primary sources count.
There you go. Thank you very much, Bryan. Always appreciate your time and your expertise. Of course, let us know which stories have caught your attention from the world of technology. And for the latest, you can also check out our website, expressoshow.com.